Hello, I look crazy. Welcome back. Let's put you here because you're in my way. Anyway, so I am doing this review for The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 4. Alright, so we open up with Michonne and Rick laying in their bed. They're obviously still together. I don't know why people feel so skeeved by that. So what? It's pretty apparent that she's taken over the storyline of comic book Andrea. Because obviously Andrea on the show is dead. Yeah, so they're still together. And Michonne wakes up. She goes down to the fireplace, gets the sniper rifle, is what I call it. I don't know the appropriate name. I'm not even going to pretend to act like I know. So, and at first when I saw it, I was like, what is she going to do with that? Obviously, she's practicing. She is practicing how to shoot because she sucks. She should just stick to the katana. Just leave just leave the shooting to everyone else. But I understand why she's doing it. Um, got my notes here because there was a lot going on. And the group is just looking for things from Negan. They were going to start anyway. And someone shows up early, talking about little pig let me in. I was like, excuse me, you are mad early, sir. Extremely. He invites himself in. Um, he has his little group, and they're moving out. They basically are just taking whatever they want, stealing shit, just taking whatever they want. They done took the beds and chairs. God, y'all are that hard up. You're that hard pressed for some couches that you couldn't have found in a surrounding area. What I want to know is, um, I do watch a lot of other reviews, and a lot of the dialogue that Negan says in the comics is actually in the show, especially in this episode. Very memorable. I did actually read the comics. I'm a little behind now, but I'm at in the comics. I've already read way past this stuff, so I already know majority of the stuff. It's just a lot of it is different because there's characters that are in the comics. Um, a lot of the dialogue in the show is not in the comics, obviously either. And there are some good changes. So um, Spencer's stupid. That's all I'm gonna say. He's so stupid and annoying. Can't wait for him to die. And Daryl there, sad face, because no one's allowed to talk to him. He's not allowed to talk to anybody. Like, just, oh, still wearing that damn sweatsuit that they've been keeping you in. And as you can see, they have the letter A on there. And remember in Terminus, they were in car A. I don't know if there's a callback to that or anything like that. I'm just bringing it up because it was very coincidental. Like how they were basically held hostage in a car A, and now Daryl is held hostage in a fucking sweatsuit with the letter A on it. It's ugly too. So anyway, um, it does look like Rick didn't make everyone aware of what was going on with Negan in the beginning when they were doing their little meeting, and he's like, Negan's in charge now. And I was so upset with Rick. I was just like, I know you can't make too sudden of moves. Like this guy, like you guys have to formulate a plan soon because this is going to get out of control. It is. Taking the majority of your stuff. How are you going to survive? And in the comics, they actually do make bullets. I'll get back to that later. So anyway, um, like I brought up earlier, Michonne really is taking over the storyline that Andrea had in the comic books. But she's kind of like Andrea in the show. I'm not gonna say too much more because it's like spoiler alert or whatever. But yeah, it was I'm not gonna say anymore because I already said stuff. Um, so Negan taunts Rick throughout this entire episode. It's so stressful, this episode, so anxiety induced. Just like, what's gonna happen? Is someone gonna die in this episode? I swore someone was gonna die this entire episode. It was just too much going on. And Rick is having to hold Lucille, and then not the entire time, but every time Negan would be taunting him, the camera would pan down to Rick holding the bat, and he was just kind of I could do it, could do it, but I can't. So it was just kind of like, oh god, because if he did try, I understand it. Everyone in Alexandria would have died because these people can't fight. They can't do anything. The only time they actually had to take some sort of action was when the walkers came through the wall, and that was it. And that was barely anything. So then, while Negan is all up in Rick's face, we hear a shot. It's Carl. Basically, Carl's a badass. Like, if he's anything like the comic book one, then I look forward to that if that's what happens. But Carl is obviously not scared. Not scared at all. He's never really been scared. He always views Rick as a little more sad. Okay? Alright, so Negan is like, oh, I just realized you guys have a lot of fucking guns. Where are my guns? Goes to armory, takes all the guns, leaves the food, because I'm gonna need you to, go out and get your stuff. Can't do that if you're dying. You're dead. So we're gonna leave your food for now because you ain't got shit. So that's basically what he said. Um, Obviously Rick just might kill Negan at the end of all this, and um, Rosita and Spencer are off in the woods hiding shit, and Negan's people are annoying. They were really annoying, those people. Rick gave up on the guns that were missing on the armory log. He just basically, they found some guns in Spencer's house, and Rick wasn't none too happy about that. They gave it to Negan. Michonne came back with the deer that was out in the field and the rifle. Rick gives Negan the rifle and the deer, and Michonne's looking like every other woman would be like, dude, what the fuck? Rick does ask for Daryl to stay, but that's a no go. More threats from Negan, blah blah blah. Dwight's been wearing Daryl's vest this entire time. I don't know why I didn't recognize it at first. And now he has his bike. And he tells Daryl, like, you can have it all back. All you gotta do is just say the words. Say the words. Daryl doesn't say it. Daryl doesn't want to say it. Daryl's not going to say it. I don't know why Dwight is trying to talk. Dwight was an asshole in this episode too. I really thought, but he's an asshole. I think there's some parallel between Dwight and Daryl, especially Dwight from the comics. But I'm not gonna get too deep into that. And before Negan leaves, he's just like, I just slid my dick down your throat and you thanked me for it. And that's from the comics. That's from the comics. It's a good quote. Gotcha there. I just thought to myself when he said, I was like, that deserves an ass whooping. Rick needs to whoop his ass. Spencer needs an ass whooping too. So I was very happy when Rick told him, I will break your jaw. Take all your fucking teeth. Break your fucking jaw. Don't ever say that shit to me again. And Rosita actually has a gun that she found out in the woods she had hid. I'm glad she didn't show Spencer. We get Rick telling Michonne about Shane and how Judith isn't his blood child, but I think everyone already knew that. So that is my review, you guys, right now. I wanted to keep this short and simple. So I will, if you have any comments or anything or any questions, please feel free to ask. I do read the comics, so let me know. Bye. You need to get out of my